All right, everybody, let's go ahead and let's get started. We are going to go into our Cricut Design Space and click on New Project. And now it brings up a blank screen. We're going to go ahead and click on Projects, which brings us to the Make It Now page. We're going to go to the search box and type in succulents, and then go ahead and press enter. Perfect. Now the Handmade Teacher Appreciation Gift pulls up, and now we're going to go ahead and click on Customize. With this step, doing Customize, it allows you to erase and only cut exactly what you need. Perfect. Now that we have that up, we need to go ahead and click on Thanks for Helping Me Grow and click on the red X. That takes it out of what our project is because we don't need that. The next thing we're going to do is we need to take out all of the center circles of the succulents. So we're going to go to the right hand side and click on the eye, which it takes it out of what we are going to do as far as what we're going to cut, because we have another idea for the centers of our succulents. So we're going to go ahead and speed through this process. As I do this, I want you to be aware that we are going to go ahead and leave the succulents the size that they are already created with the Make It Now project. And we are going to gather all of our supplies. Perfect. Now that we're done, we're going to go ahead and click Go. And bam, here is our mat. And as you can see, we have our first set that we're going to use. Now we're going to go ahead and load in our faux leather, and we are also going to make sure that we put in our scoring tool. This is very important because, as you can see, the 3 succulents have little score marks, and you want to make sure that you have the scoring tool in there so that will actually create the score where you need it. If you forget this process for these particular succulents, it's okay. You can actually bend them, but it does make it a lot easier if you do use the scoring tool. All right, now we are ready. We're going to go ahead and hit continue, and we are going to the set button, except for we need to change our material. Right now it says canvas, but we need to change the material to the Cricut faux leather. So as you can see, I'm clicking change material. I go over to the right hand box and I click on where it says the canvas. And I'm going to scroll down and find faux leather. Now you guys, Cricut has made it so nice and easy because you can click on whichever custom project that you are using or product that you are using, and you can find it here in the Customize tool, which makes it great because it takes the guessing out. You can find everything that you need right there. So here we have it, the faux leather. We're going to click on that. And now we are ready to load our mat. Now this is just reminding us that we need to put the scoring stylus into the machine. After we've done that, we can go ahead and hit Go. Now you guys, we are so excited to show you the complete project that we cannot even stand it. We have used cardstock, we used faux leather. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but Cricut actually makes cardstock, and it is fabulous cardstock. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It has a perfect texture and it works amazing on the Cricut machine. As you can see right now, it says that it is scoring. So that is why it is important that you put in this scoring stylus into the machine. After it does that, we're going to go ahead and cut. All right, everybody, as this is cutting, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you how we created our centers of our succulents. What we did is, after all 4 mats have cut, we went back into Design Space and we copied one of each small succulents, so the small size, and we cut those for every succulent that we had. As you can see right now, Midge is loading the scoring stylus into the machine along with the faux leather, and she's going to go ahead and hit cut and give you guys a little bit of the action shot of the Cricut in action and how well it actually cuts the faux leather. All right, everybody, now as you can see that the machine is working and you can see it in action with the faux leather, Midge is actually going to take it away and show us exactly how we created our fabulous succulent boxes. Again, we are super excited and we can't wait to show you the next few steps. Take it away, Midge.
Okay guys, now that we've cut these all out, we're going to pull them off of our mat. And you saw how quick and easy the Cricut cuts right through the faux leather. And just peel it off and be a little gentle around some of the corners. And we'll put our pieces right over here. Our flowers. Throw our scraps. I might just use, you want to be really, on these, the pointy, I call them the pointy succulents, they stick down to these mats really good, so just be careful, you don't want to rip a point off of your succulent. Okay, there are our flowers that are out of the faux leather. Now we have our paper flowers. I'm just going to do the same thing here. The next thing that you want to do is ink the petals of your succulents, if that's your option, but we certainly did, especially on the green ones. It looks really cute with the purple ink. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. And start with my biggest one, my inks. And this is also to preference, so I like to do really dark on the edge and then just bring a little bit onto the petal. And then the purple really pops on this green. And you could do whatever colors that you wanted to, or not ink at all. If you prefer just the solid look, that is just fine as well. Okay, now that we're done inking, we're going to do the first step in forming our succulents because they're obviously flat as you start out. But all we did is we just kind of crinkle the leaves, or the petals, I guess, of the succulents. And you can do this as much or as little as you want. And we just kind of make creases all over in the leaf and bend it up, just all different directions. You can even kind of scrunch them if you want. Really, this is all just whatever look you like. And just go all the way around the succulent. And then also, once we glue them together, we'll play with them a little bit more. It just helps to have them kind of pre-done just a little bit. There's this. Okay, so I've done all those, and as you remember, we cut the very smallest size flower out of the faux leather and the paper to make the centers of the succulents. So I'm leaving this one flat for right now, and then I'll just show you how we take, and it's super simple. They have this great little tab right here, and you just put a little hot glue on the tab. And then just hold it together on the crease, push the tab down, and in just a second it's dry and you can go on with your next piece. So that one's ready, and I'm just gonna glue all of my pieces together for right now. I'm gonna have to put in another glue in just a sec. And it doesn't take much glue to hold these together either. The hot glue holds the paper really well. And just another push on the tab. And if you get a little extra glue showing, it absolutely does not matter because it's not gonna show. That's the underneath of the succulent. Last one. On the tab and just hold again. And there you can see you have all the layers of your succulent except the centerpiece. Now I will glue these all together. And the best way we found is just to tip it upside down again because it doesn't show. Just put a little bit of glue around that center cutout in the succulent, and it doesn't take much. Again, you don't want to overdo it. And we did kind of stagger the petals and just push down. And do your next layer. And you'll notice, yeah, these all have the hole punched out of the center. In the Make It Now project, there is a flat round piece you can cut out for the center of the succulent, but we chose to do ours a different way. Like we've showed you, we cut out the extra little flower, and we'll show you exactly how we do that in just 1 second. Glue. Last layer. Now, the Make It Now project starts as a 30-minute project, but we took it a step farther. So what Madge and I have done is not a 30-minute project, but it is well worth the extra time it takes to do a few extra succulents and arrange them a little bit differently. Okay, so now all the pieces of the succulent are together. And again, this is another stage where if you want to play a little bit with your petals again, you certainly can. It's all just about the look that you are going for with your succulent. And then we're gonna work on the centerpiece. Now, again, we cut out the smallest size flower. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it and we're going to roll it in towards the center. And we're just gonna roll it all the way up. But I found it helpful to put just a little bit of glue on the underneath side of the tab this time. I just need a tiny bit. And then I roll that right up. And then hold it for 1 second and then just continue to roll that flower, keeping the petals all kind of trying to face them straight up until you get this. Okay, so then if you want, this is another part where you can just bend the petals a little bit if you want to, making sure to hang on to the base so that you don't come unrolled. And it doesn't take much, just a little tiny bend on these ones. Then you're just going to take the little cone that you created and stick it through the center hole of the succulent, just like this. And reach behind and pull it through as much as you can. And you can also push a little bit from the front, you can see what I'm doing here, and wiggle a little bit, and that also loosens the petals to make a wider center. And then you can just bend again. Now once you've got this, just put your finger in the center, flip it upside down, and just put a big daub of glue right here in the center. Because again, this doesn't show, and it is what holds really well. And just give it a couple minutes to get a little bit dry. Blow it a little. Okay, now after your glue dries most of the way, you can flip it over. And if you want to play with the petals some more, you can just bend those inner petals a little bit more to just create a little bit more dimension. And you can also play with these all day to get in the shape that you want. But once you're done, voila, you have all of these super fun succulents. And now you guys, you do not have to use a Cricut cartridge with the new Cricut machine. Especially like this project is in the Make It Now section, and the whole project is already in Design Space waiting for you there. So you definitely do not need cartridges with the Cricut machine. And look, super fun project. And this is what we decided to do. We made it a little bigger, but we made these fun centerpieces that we just filled. And you can see the pokey succulents of all different types. And super fun. A fun way to maybe have a girls' day. You can chit chat and make your succulents and call it a day. And we hope that you liked this project. You can find it in the Cricut Design Space. Make It Now. And don't forget to use some faux leather. Give that a try too. See ya.